Hello and welcome to another watch along of Premier Sports Fan Center. And this time around, it's the FIFA World Cup qualifier, and it's the Africa segment of it, where the Super Eagles of Nigeria at home against the Warriors of Zimbabwe. It promises to be another interesting 90 minutes of intriguing football, and Nigeria needs all those 3 points against the Warriors of Zimbabwe, another tough opponent when it.
Afternoon. Thanks for having me. And as like you said, promised to be another exciting game. Nigeria, Zimbabwe. For we Nigerians, we know what's at stake. We know we've got to win virtually all our remaining matches for us to be to get qualified to the World Cup. So hopefully this is another. Like the manager said we have a 5 final, and I think this is the first one among the 5. So I expect Nigeria to get the job done and get the 3 points.
Okay, yes, let's see if Eric Chelle will be getting 3 points in his first game as Nigerian manager right here on Super Eagles for the first time. Super Eagles where he defeated Rwanda Nigerians, and there's one scare coming in.
We start taking advantage of it. Something like this have happened to Nigeria. We start taking advantage of it. Something like this have happened to Nigeria. I remember 2018, Shehu Abdullahi, featured for Nigeria after getting 2 yellow cards in 2 separate matches, and Nigeria was deducted 3 points. So I think the right thing should be done. Though it might have been maybe due to error from the South African team, but the right thing should be done. The 3 points should be deducted from them. So Nigeria sending petition or not, FIFA should take up the issue and do the right thing.
Okay, also we have that game between Angola and Cape Verde also going on, in Uganda against Guinea also going on. But our focus match is this one between Nigeria and Zimbabwe. Nigeria will attack against the Zimbabweans right now, but easily caught there by the Zimbabwe goalkeeper. I'm going straight to the starting 11 for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It's an unchanged 11 for Eric Chelle and those boys. Starting in goal post is the undisputed #1 goalkeeper for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Sporting the jersey number 3, Stanley Nwambali. At right back we have Bright Osai Samuel, and at left back is Nottingham Forest defender Ola Aino. A centre back pair of the captain William Troost Ekong and Calvin Bassey of Fulham. In midfield we have Wilfred Ndidi and Alex Iwobi on the pivot role in what looks like a 4-2-3-1 formation. We have Ademola Lookman, Samuel Chukwueze, and Moses Simon, and both the trio flanking the big man up front, the guy who got 2 goals for the Super Eagles against Rwanda. Victor Osimhen is the lone striker for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. He is 14 goals away, or 14 goals shy of breaking or equaling the record of Rashid Yakini.
Yeah.
Is that possible? Do you see him breaking that record and surpassing that record?
Well, it's very, very possible if only if he remains fit. I believe we'll get those goals in under 2 years. I see Victor Osimhen getting those goals and surpassing Rashidi Yekini. That is if he remains fit. So I don't think that 14 goal will be any issue for Victor Osimhen in 2 years' time.
Okay, can hear that. He doesn't expect that should be a big problem for Victor Osimhen to break that record. We're straight into the 5th minute of this counter, and there's a free kick out there to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Let's go straight to the Zimbabwe starting 11. Goal post is a Washington Arubi in a 4-2-3-1 formation by the Zimbabwe manager in this encounter. Let's say is a Michael Niels, the manager. Yes, Washington Arubi is the goalkeeper. At right back we have Emmanuel Jalai, and at left back we have Divine Lunga. Centre back pairing of Gerardo Takwara and Munashi, yes, and in midfield we have Andy Renota and Marshall, both Marshall in the midfield, while up front we have Jordan Zamura, Knowledge Musona, and Kema Baliat, while up front is a lone striker also, Water Sender Musona. Starting this encounter, the Zimbabwe manager right there is Michael Niels. He'll be looking to get one victory against the Super Eagles of Nigeria in this encounter. 6 minutes of action right there at the Goswe Akpabio Stadium. Is a throw into the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and is Olaino will be looking to send in a long one into the box there, easily caught there by the Zimbabwe players. Nigeria regains possession. Victor Osimhen with an half volley there. Well, that's one threatening the Zimbabwe goalkeeper Arubi in goal post. Yes, it's going to be a goal kick to Zimbabwe there in the 7th minute of this encounter. Don't forget to be a part of this conversation. Drop your message in the live chat, and we promise to read it out. And don't also forget to be a part of this family click on the subscribe button and be a part of the Premier Sports Fan Center family. Zimbabwe with the ball in the middle of the park there. That was Rino Morata, but he lost possession. Nigeria will attack against Zimbabwe. Looks inward there, tries to play in Moses Simon, but easily caught out there by Zimbabwe, who will initiate an attack of their own against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Baliat on the ball there, returns it back into the middle of the park, tries to play in. That was Moses Simon trying to steal the ball off the feet of Garenga. Here's Zimbabwe coming out. Lunga on the ball there, finds Zemura. Zemura looks inward, finds his teammates. Yes, Zimbabwe growing confidently in the Nigerian half right now and looking to get their own first chance at goal. Still Zimbabwe on the ball there. Lunga with the ball and cuts inward with the ball, finds his teammate, shots there. But that's a wayward shot from the Zimbabwe's right then. That's unthreatened the Nigerian goalkeeper. And that shot was from the number 17 there, Musona, for Zimbabwe. It's going to be a goal kick to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Opening 8 minutes of this encounter, both teams have shown that yes, they are capable of putting the ball on the ground and play against each other. Should this be an interesting game?
Yeah, and the approach from the Zimbabwean Warriors, you could see they didn't come here to defend. They want to attack because you could see them coming and at the same time, the Super Eagles were also trying to.
There's a chance for Nigeria. A cross into the box there from Alex Iwobi. Aimed at Victor, African Footballer of the Year, will be taking this corner kick for Super Eagles of Nigeria in the 9th minute. Let's see if the Nigerians can put one into the back of the net. The centre backs are deep into the Zimbabwe's box there. Ademola Lukman started on this corner kick situation. Duties for Nigeria, spotting the jersey number 7, and we can see the Zimbabwe's in the box. They cross and data, the goalkeeper to the rescue again. Wow. What a towering header from Victor Osimhen. That should have been the first goal for Nigeria, but Arubi says no, that is not going to beat me to my near post. Beautiful save, magnificent save there from the Zimbabwe goalkeeper. Second time, Victor Osimhen is going very close to getting the opener for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but the goalkeeper is not going to be easy to beat with that.
Yeah, you could see, Victor Osimhen having 2 shots on target in the space of, just under 2 minutes, and that either one of those balls could have been goal. But I think, the Zimbabwe goalkeeper, was equal to the task there, and I'm very certain we'll definitely see a goal in this first half with the way Nigeria have, started in this game.
I think Nigerians are taking it straight to the Zimbabwe's. There is a chance for Nigeria. There it's Nigeria. Victor Osimhen on the ball again. Another shot from Victor Osimhen. The goalkeeper Ruby there again, watching Victor Osimhen, not making sure that the Nigerian will get a goal in this encounter. And here's another chance for Nigeria. This might just bring a chance for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. The goalkeeper again to the rescue. How many chances will the Nigerians miss in the early stages of this game? And that was Brighton Saeed, the latest to go to just put it into the hands of the goalkeeper Ruby, who is currently down after that collision with the Nigerian defender. About 4 chances to the Super Eagles of Nigeria in the opening 10 minutes of this encounter. They need to be putting one of these into the back of the net.
Of course, we need to get the goal as early as possible, like the way we did the last match against Rwanda, and because we, for us not to allow the what they call them now, the Warriors of Zimbabwe, grow into the game. Though they've been, a bit more competitive, because I like the way they've also approached the game. But Nigeria needs to start making, these chances we are creating count now, by putting the ball at the back of the net. Okay, still 0-0 so in that game between Benin Republic and South Africa. That game is also in the 12th minute, and looking at the starting level for the Bafana of South Africa is Williams in goal post, and the defense will have a Mudau, who is playing as a right back, and Basadin, who is playing as a left back. Sibisi and Ngazena are the 2 centre back. In midfield trio of Morena, Mubata, and Aubas, who comes into for the suspended Mukwena, who is not starting today. Up front we have the speed star Pesitao, Mufokeng, and the Fokaman, which is a 4-star, starting as the striker right here for South Africa. To Benin Republic, it's Garantoro, who is the manager, and we have Danjinu, who is the goalkeeper. In defense 4 of Orio, Tijani, Rochi, and Mumini. In the midfield we have Imoren and Almeida. While up front we have Dodo, Olaiton, and also the Loma striker of Monet
starting for Benin Republic against the South African. That game is in the 13th minute and still goalless in that one, and also still goalless in that one between Rwanda and Lesotho. Also, the one between Uganda and Guinea is still 0-0. Angola against Cape Verde is also 0-0 at the 12th minute. We're back to our Africa match as games has restarted. The goalkeeper Washington Arubi is back on his feet and ready to get this going. Super Eagles of Nigeria in possession of the ball. Bright Osai with the ball there, sends one up front, and here's Nigeria attacking against the Zimbabweans, but Zimbabwe will regain possession against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Sends a long one, tries to play in his teammates. Nigeria regains possession immediately, but lost possession in that moment. And here's Lunga on the ball there, sends it into the ward into his teammates, and Zimbabwe with that dangerous man Musona switches position, tries to beat Calvin Bassey. Calvin Bassey regains possession, but the referee says that was an infringement against the Zimbabwe player. Sporting jersey number 3 there, Zamura, who has just won his team a free kick, and his Nigeria will be doing the defensive work right here in the 13th minute of the second. A chance for Zimbabwe to send an in-swinger into the box. Yes, that man was brought down. Zamura is there with the ball, and also the danger man there, Musona, is also very close to him. Let's see what the Zimbabweans will be making out of this. We can see the manager there, Michael Nee, is also on his feet. Well, he has to leave that free kick to that big man there. Talking about the player, the striker, Musona, who is standing on this. I think he will be going direct on goal from this long distance, and sends a long one which sails way off target, and it's still 0-0 right there in the 14th minute. That was a opportunity for the Zimbabweans to test the gloves of the Nigerian goalkeeper, but that was actually a wayward shot.
Yeah, that was a very, very wayward shot from the Zimbabwean player there. And to be honest, they've not really tested Stanley Nwabali, and we've seen what that goalkeeper is made up of. Yeah, it's made about 2 or 3 saves in this game, and so Nigeria, we're still on top, in terms of the play and area that, and I just hope we get a go in this first half.
Okay, we just hope we get it. Go across into the box, aimed at Victor Osimhen. Still Nigerian possession, but Takwara will come to the rescue for the Zimbabweans right there. Nigeria piling the pressure on the Zimbabweans in this one, but no goal to show for it in the first 14 minutes of this account. We're straight into the first 15 minutes, which means we've seen the first quarter of this game, and still goalless between the Nigerians and Zimbabweans. But Nigeria taking the ball, taking the pressure to the Zimbabweans in the early stages of this encounter. Nigerian possession, Zimbabwe regains possession through Lunga, who sends a long way. Chance for Zimbabwe to go straight and go out against Nigeria. Oh, what a chance for Zimbabwe. Musona with that beautiful shot there. That one threatened the Nigerian goalkeeper. What a shot from Musona there. And you can see what it means to the Zimbabweans on the bench. This is it. You have to be careful with the space you are leaving in between. Talking about Nigerian captain and Calvin Bassey. They need to close those chances. That spot, you don't leave Musona with this plenty of space.
Yeah, I think I think the defenders have been carried away with the way we've been playing up front. Just feel relaxed. Look at the ball now. That could have been a goal, but the Zimbabwe Mokwena couldn't convert from there, and Nigeria needs we need to be very careful the way we expose the back line there. Yeah,
we have to be very careful not to concede early on in this encounter after all the good works. Yes, Zimbabwe going back to the goalkeeper Arubi sends a long one, tries to play in Musona. Nigeria regains possession in the middle of the park. Is Alex Iwobi, who returns it back to Calvin Bassey. Calvin Bassey will find the Nigerian goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali, who pies the strays in the South Africa League. Stanley Nwabali finds the captain there. William Truzekong with the ball out wide finds Bright Osai looking inward into the midfield and finds that Leicester City midfielder talking about Wilfred Ndidi. Wilfred Ndidi sends it straight to Olaino. Olaino will come forward for that's Alex will be coming forward for Nigeria, finds Olaino. Olaino drops it for Ademola Lookman, who returns it back to Olaino. Nigeria will attack against Zimbabwe now. A chance for Ademola Lookman. What a shot for Lookman. And every time Nigeria comes attacking against the Zimbabweans in this one, it looks like yes, it's going close to go for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but coming close won't do it. They have to put one in the back of there. Look at the snapshot there from Ademola Lookman, but luckily that was some inch away from the goalpost. Beautiful shot there from the current African Footballer of the Year.
Yeah, very, very beautiful shot from Ademola Lookman. The double actually went high by a little bit, but I think Nigeria will definitely get a goal with the way we've been playing. We just need to be calm, in front of goal, and
Yes, Ademola Lukman with the ball there. Luke goes out wide there. Chance for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And into the balls. Ademola Lukman. This time around, it's side netting from the Atlanta winger. And it's going to be a goal kick. Oh, that is a Moses Simon, sorry.
Yeah.
Moses Simon with that snapshot there. And this time around is another side netting from the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We saw Victor Osimhen be furious there in the box. He was expecting a cross, not Moses Simon going direct on goal. But here's Zimbabwe in possession of the ball. That should be a free kick, but the referee allows players to continue. But this time around, it's Nigeria who has gotten themselves a free kick in a beautiful position. And you can see Biliat is not in agreement with the referee. Believes that should have been an infringement against the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but referee allows players to continue. Olaino on the ball there finds Moses Simon. Simon with the ball there has 2 men to beat, but chose to go back to Olaino. Olaino wheeled onto the ball and tries to send in a cross, but easily deflected and held back there by the Zimbabwe player. And here it's going to be another throw-in to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. 10 minutes gone at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium. It's still 0-0 between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Warriors of Zimbabwe, who have come here gone cruising and looking for to get one against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Nigeria with a chance there, easily beaten to the ball there, deflected off it. And here's Kelvin Bassey on the ball, finds his teammates at club level. Alex Iwobi will find the Nigerian captain. William Truss Ekong, who finds himself in the Zimbabwe half there. And here is a bright side. The Fenerbahce defender cuts inward with the ball for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And here might just be Nigerian chance. Bright side back in the ball there. And here's the chance for the Super Eagles, but the referee spotted an infringement against Victor Osimhen on that tackle against the Zimbabwe player there. Spotted the jersey number 10. Talking about Riomota there for Zimbabwe, and he just wanted a free kick in one of their defensive position. We've not really seen much of this man I'm seeing on my screen there, talking about Chukwu Eze.
Yeah.
I think from the last game, I don't really think he should be starting this one.
To be honest, I was surprised, when I saw him, starting that last game. I was surprised, and he didn't really, do much in that game, just because we got the much needed 3 point. That is why nobody was saying anything about him. And I'm not blaming the coach for starting with the same lineup, because you need, they want to, yeah. So probably that's the reason.
There's a chance for Nigeria to attack. Ruby will come forward to defend that for Zimbabwe. But still Nigeria in possession of the ball. In the middle is Alex Iwobi, who comes forward with the ball there, drops it to Olaino. Olaino will go on a beautiful run for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, sends a cross. So that is a wayward cross. That should be one that should embarrass the Nottingham Forest defender, what's been assured as, if not the best right back this season in the EPL.
Well, it's debatable, but to be honest,
who are you putting on the table?
There are a lot of other right backs. He's in for the shot.
20 minutes gone in all centers in Africa. It's still 0-0. 0-0 in that one between Angola and Cape Verde. And here's Zimbabwe attacking against the Nigerian side again. But Stanley Nwabali, the Nigerian goalkeeper, to the rescue. I think you look at how easy it is for Zimbabwe to break through the center back. Musonda, almost going straight on goal against the Super Eagles goalkeeper there. And here the referee spotted an offside decision there, and it's going to be offside call against Victor Osimhen, and the free kick to Zimbabwe. 21 minutes gone right there. It's still 0-0 between Nigeria and Zimbabwe. And looking at all the centers, Angola against Cape Verde is still 0-0 in the 21st minute. Benin against South Africa is still 0-0. Nigeria against Zimbabwe is 0-0. Rwanda against Lesotho 0-0, and Uganda against Guinea is also 0-0. Still to come tonight, we have some big matches on our screen there. We can see that one between Senegal and Togo in what should be one of the biggest games tonight on Africa. So in Morocco will also be hosting Tanzania. That game is at 10 p.m. Egypt will also be playing tonight, and let me see who they'll be playing. They'll be playing against Syria alone at 8 p.m. Yes, Zimbabwe coming forward to attack against the Nigerian opponents again. And this time around, the referee says that is going to be a free kick against Bright Osai, who actually infringed the Zimbabwe player. Zimbabwe with a chance there, but the referee says that free kick was taken too early there, so they have to go back and reset and take that free kick again. You can see the Zimbabwe players going round and across to the referee, telling him that should have been an advantage for them, but the referee says no, he is not in support of that early play. And this time around, the Nigerian goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali is going to set his defense line to defend a shield this free kick from the Zimbabweans. With this very first goal from the Zimbabweans in the 22nd minute, twice they've opened up the Nigerian centre backs, but they've not been able to beat that man in goal post, Stanley Nwabali. Chance for them this time around, and I think they'll be going for an in-swinger. Goes in with a low one, and Nigeria regains possession. This should be a counter-attack from the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Switches position and finds his teammate. And here is Nigeria attacking. Just drop that ball as early as possible. And here is Moses Simon. At the end of the day, he still went there to drop the ball. And here's still a chance for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Finds himself in the box here. A chance, a cross into the box. Destiny that wanted to get straight to Victor Osimhen, but misses his man. Bright Osai on the ball there. Finds it's like go out wide and find Ola Aino. Ola Aino will attack with the ball. Very super to the ball, but I think that should have to the ball, but I think that should have been that should be an offside call.
Yeah,
yes, rightly given to the Zimbabweans. That is an offside. And you look at it, the way Nigeria's coming into this game, they've taken everything to the Zimbabweans. The only thing which hasn't worked for the Super Eagles is getting a goal in the early stages of this game.
Yeah, getting a goal has been the issue now for Nigeria. We've actually, dominated play. Looking at the way we attack the game, and Nigeria wants to get the goal as early as possible. You could see that from the body language of Victor Osimhen and those attackers, how they were trying to get those goals as early as possible. But we must also let our viewers know that the Zimbabwean goalkeeper has been the man of the match for Zimbabwe so far, because he has made some incredible saves to deny the Super Eagle.
You can't take that away from the Zimbabwe goalkeeper. He has been magnificent for his team in this encounter, being the reason why the Nigerians are yet to get a goal in this encounter. You also have to give it to the Nigerian goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali, who I think about twice has come to the rescue for the Super Eagles of Nigeria in this encounter. We are right there in the 25th minute, and it's still 0-0 in that one between Nigeria and South Africa. It's a field capacity in the stadium. 30,000 capacity is the stadium. I'm talking about the Goswe Akpabio Stadium, and we can see the fans right there enjoying themselves with this game. They want to see a goal. I'm very sure very soon we might be getting one in this encounter. Going back to the play, as play restarted, Washington Ruby will find the defender there, Takawara looks inward into midfield and finds Rino Moata, who looks into the defense and finds Lunga looks inward into midfield, tries to play in Zamora, but Nigeria regains possession against the Zimbabweans there, and is going to roll out. I think that should be a throwing against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So throwing to Zimbabwe right now. And we can see Eric Chelly, the Nigerian manager, right there, is on his feet and dishing out information and instructions to his boys. And the fans are currently going quiet. I'm very sure a goal is what will change the mood of atmosphere right there at the Goswe Akpabio Stadium. Lunga with the ball there, holds on to the ball. Beautiful turn around there from Lunga, who tries to play in Mutsinesi. And Nigeria will regain possession, looks to attack and sends one into midfield. And still Nigeria in possession. Referee says that was a fair challenge. Ademola Lookman on the ball for the Super Eagles. Is that Ademola or is that Moses Simon? Yes, that's Moses Simon, who finds Olaino. Olaino looks inward there, finds his Nigerian teammate Alexi Iwobi. Iwobi with the ball there for the Super Eagles. Chose to go back and finds Calvin Bassey. Bassey with the ball there, returns it back into the middle of the park. Nigeria looks to attack there. Ademola Lookman on the ball. It looks like Ademola Lookman is playing more of a central role for the Super Eagles in this one. Behind the striker is where we are seeing in that attacking midfield position.
Yeah, I think so, because we've seen more of our Moses Simon, on the left-hand side there. So Ademola Lookman playing behind Victor Osimhen.
Yes, Nigeria attacking. That should be a free kick to the Super Eagles, but the referee says play has to continue. That was a fair challenge on Bright Osai, who spotted the jersey number 12 for Nigeria. Zimbabwe attacking against the Super Eagles of Nigeria, easily cleared off there by the captain of the Nigerian side. But also in the middle of the park, they had to give out a throw-in to the Zimbabweans, and that was Wilfred Ndidi. We went straight into that tackle, and a throw-in there to Zimbabwe. We are getting straight into the 28th minute, and 2 minutes away from half an hour mark of football right there at the Goswe Akpabio Stadium. It's still 0-0 between Nigeria and Zimbabwe in that one. Looking at the other centers also, it's still 0-0 at every center. One thing that is very hard to come by in Africa, it goes in football matches. That is why every centers are going very close to the 30th minute, and still no goal to report in any of those centers. And let's say the Super Eagles will have come very close in this one, but very close won't do it. They have to put it into the back of the net. Throwing there to Zimbabwe. Lunga standing on this free kick on the throwing duties for his team there. He sends one back into the hands of Takwari. Takwari will look inward into the midfield, find his teammates, and here is Zimbabwe attacking against on the Nigerian side. Wilfred Ndidi comes into the attack and wins the ball for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Holds onto the ball, easily brought down there, but the referee says that was an infringement against the Leicester City midfielder, and he just won the Super Eagles of Nigeria a free kick after that tackle on him by Musona, sorry, in the middle of the park. A free kick to the Super Eagles of Nigeria, where it returns back to the goalkeeper, Stanley Nwabali. Nwabali will find Calvin Bassey. Calvin Bassey attacks and looking wide into the midfield. Finds his Nigerian teammates who goes out wide. He has a chance for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Tries to play in Victor Osimhen, who was sandwiched in the box by the Zimbabwe player. Zimbabwe will hold on to the ball. Tries to beat his man. Victor Osimhen regains possession for Nigeria. Drops it to Samuel Chukwueze. Chukwueze with the body feint there. Beats his man and goes straight one-on-one. Finds himself in the box. And finally dashed out a goal kick to the Zimbabwe. That is what we call beautiful nonsense.
Yeah, I think Samuel Chukwueze has been frustrating to watch so far in this first half. He hasn't really done any, thing. In fact, he couldn't take on though he was able to beat the player there, but the ball went out for throwing goal kick. He was expecting a corner kick,
but he should have done better there. Done better for a player of his caliber. The old ball holding there was actually poor from Samuel Chukwueze. Nigeria gets possession in the middle of the park, returns it back to Samuel Chukwueze. Chukwueze holding on to the ball, returns it back to Wilfred Ndidi. Wilfred Ndidi will go straight into the heart of midfield, finds his Nigerian teammates, Alex Iwobi, who finds Ademola Lukman. Lukman with the ball, tries to still one for Nigeria there, but easily cut out there by the Zimbabweans, who look to attack against Nigeria right now. A chance for them, and it's Zemura on the ball there, looks forward and back into the midfield where he finds Rino Moata, and yes, Zimbabwe attacking against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. What would they make out of that? Returns it, finds Garanaga. Garanaga will find his teammate, who chose to go back to Jalai, and Jalai with the ball there switches position and goes straight back to the left wing where he finds Musona. Musona finds his teammate Mutesi comes back inward into the midfield where he finds Billiard. Knowledge Billiard will return back to his teammate as they are switching position effortlessly against the Super Eagles. Jalai with the ball there, sends one forward and finds Zemura. Zemura will hold on to the ball there for Zimbabwe and tries to play in the run of Beliat, but chose to go back into the middle and back to Garanaga. Garanaga with the ball there, switches on position, tries to play in Lunga. Lunga will hold on to the ball for Zimbabwe, and still Zimbabwe attacking against the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and still Zimbabwe back enjoying the better share of possession in the last 1 to 2 minutes of this encounter. Lunga with the ball there, and what will he make? Returns, looks inward into midfield, finds Mutunesi. Mutunesi returns it back to Lunga. Nigeria taking a switch of sending the Zimbabweans back into their half. It has been a tactical 30 minutes of football right here at Goswe Akpabio Stadium. A chance for Zimbabwe to run against Nigerian defenders, and he tries to beat the Nigerian defender there. But that was a good defensive work there from the Fulham Fulham player. Yes, talking about Calvin Bassey. Calvin Bassey with the ball for Nigeria there and takes a long hoop on the ball to who they are destined to nobody. And Zimbabwe back in possession in the middle of the park, trying to play 1-2 around Victor Osimhen. Nigeria regains possession, and hereby just be a chance for the Super Eagles to attack. Moses Simon with the ball. Can he divide the Zimbabwe defenders? And yeah, it is! Oh, what a chance for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Samuel Chukwueze, how on earth did he miss that?
Wow.
How? That was put on the platter for Samuel Chukwueze. He should be scoring that. He should be putting that into the back of the net. But the AC Milan midfielder actually sent that, just sent that into the air. Beautiful chance there. He was straight on goal there. That was just, a cutback for him there, and should be putting that into the back of the net. But fortunately, he couldn't score that, and we're straight into the 32nd minute of this encounter, and it's still 0-0 between Nigeria and Zimbabwe. Let's analyze the first 30 minutes of this game. Have you actually been impressed?
Well, though I've been impressed, with the way the Super Eagles have actually approached the game, but not with there are some players there. They have not really impressed me. Talking about a player like Samuel Chukwueze, because I've not seen much from him. In fact, he has lost more possession than any other of our attack attackers on the field today. And looking at that chance that he missed there, that could have easily been a goal. But the way the Super Eagles have started, I'm actually impressed with the way they've approached this game. But we need to be also careful, because we've seen South Africa, Zimbabwe. Anytime they attack our defense, it looks like they wants to get a goal. So we need to also be very, very careful.
What's that shot? Okay, 30 minutes into this encounter, it's still 0-0 between Nigeria and Zimbabwe. And that was Samuel Chukwueze with another snapshot there and another wayward shot from the AC Milan winger. He needs to get into this game. He needs to grow into this encounter, because he needs to also impress the new manager. Zimbabwe will hold on to the ball. Lunga with the ball, play in Musona. Musona returns it back to Lunga. Yes, Zimbabwe trying to attack against the Nigerian side, but in that process, gave out a throw into the Nigerians, a throw into the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Wilfred Ndidi on the ball, looks inward into the midfield, finds his teammate, returns it back to Wilfred. Wilfredo finds the Fulham defender. Beautiful turn there from Ademola Lookman. Lookman with the ball there, tries to play in Victor Osimhen, and easily dispossessed of the ball there by the Zimbabweans, who look to attack against the Super Eagles right now. And here is Jalai, who drops it for Knowledge. Knowledge and Billiards tries to break through against the Super Eagles of Nigeria, who regains possession. Alex Iwobi on the ball, looks for the back and finds his teammate. And yes, Wilfred with the ball. What with Ndidi, who chose to go forward with the ball for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, play in his teammates. Here's a chance for Nigeria. This pass is breaking through the lines and not just working for the Nigeria. Ademola Lookman regains possession, tries to play in, and here is Nigeria back in possession, but Zimbabwe regains possession as soon as possible, and they'll be looking to turn defense into attack against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Currently in the 35th minute, 10 minutes away from the first half break in this encounter, and back in place the Super Eagles of Nigeria, looking to send the ball forward as early as possible. But the touch was just heavy right there, straight into the hands of the goalkeeper, Washington Arubi, who will hold on to the ball there for Zimbabwe. Sends a short one to the defender, Garanaga will hold on to the ball for Zimbabwe. Looks like they are currently tiring off. Probably the sun right there is getting too much. And here's Zimbabwe in the middle of the park. Beautiful 1-2 there from Zimbabwe players, and goes out wide and finds Lunga. Lunga will hold on to the ball for Zimbabwe, who finds a statement is that Munesi. Yes, Munesi with the ball there, finds Garanaga. Garanaga returns it back to his defense, Pierre Takwara. Takwara approaching Nigeria half, but chose to go back and finds Lunga. Lunga goes back to the goalkeeper, Arubi. Arubi will come forward with the ball there for Zimbabwe. Goes out wide and finds Garanaga. Garanaga finds and plays it straight into the hands of Jalai. Jalai looks back into the heart of the fence and finds his teammates. A switch of play on the pitch there, but that was too much for Musona to meet, and is out for a throwing to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We're straight into the 36 minutes of this game. Still no goal to report in that encounter between Nigeria and Zimbabwe. Also, around the other centers, it's still 0-0 everywhere. 36 minutes gone in that one between Angola and Cape Verde. Still 0-0. Benin Republic against South Africa. Also in the 37th minute is 0-0. Nigeria against Zimbabwe, like reported, 37 is 0-0. Rwanda against Lesotho, 36 minutes is still 0-0 in that one. Also, Uganda against Guinea is also 0-0 at the 37th minute. What is happening?
I think there is a good report. The Rwanda game, Rwanda just scored now.
Alright, yes, you can hear that from Apollo. It's Rwanda who has broken the deadlock in that one against Lesotho. I'm still waiting for update.
Guinea, rather.
Oh, that's the game between what's it called? Guinea. Yes, Uganda. Just got one against Guinea right there in the 37th minute, and that happens to be the first goal today. And who else than Kelly, who scored out in the 36th minute to give Uganda the first goal in that encounter. Beautiful goal, and beautiful moments for the Ugandans, who has gone 1-up against Guinea. They currently find themselves on third. If everything ends this way, if they defeat Guinea, they'll be finding themselves in third position, sitting on 9 points. But the first two teams who are currently the runaway leaders, Algeria are currently on 12 points, and Mozambique, who are currently second, also on 12 points. So it looks like everything is almost done and dusted in that group. Back to this game where we are yet to get a goal. Nigeria against Zimbabwe. 38 minutes of that game, Zimbabwe will come forward to attack against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Chose to go back into the middle. The way they create openings, the way they are knocking the ball against the Nigerians is just beauty to behold.
Yeah, and you can see they have the larger share of the percentage possession rather, and you see the way they've been trying to build up play, pass around, the Super Eagles are less concerned with possession with the way we've been playing, and you could see that in the first game also. Exactly the way they played. The other, the home team actually got more possession than Nigeria, but Nigeria was doing the scoring. So, but so far we've not been able to get a goal in this game, and it's looking very, very frustrating for Nigeria and Nigerian fans.
Looking frustrating for the Nigerian fans here, because all they want to see is a goal from their beloved Super Eagles of Nigeria, who has come knocking on the doors of goals, but unable to open those doors in this account. I mean, Nigeria with the ball in the heart of the fence. Calvin Bassey will find William Ekong. Ekong goes forward with the ball for Nigeria, returns it and sends it straight into the part of Samuel Chukwueze, if I'm not mistaken there. Chukwueze beats his man effortlessly there, attacking against the Zimbabweans, but chose to go back. So the video,
to be honest, Chukwueze has been very, very frustrating in this game.
With the ball there, chose to drop it there, and yes, straight off to Moses Simon. Simon has two man on him there, and sends a cross into the balls there, easily defended there by Takwara, the Zimbabwe center back. And yeah, is Nigeria in possession of the ball. Calvin Bassey will hold on to that and looks inward into the midfield and finds his teammate. Yeah, it's that's Wilfred Ndidi with the ball to for Christ's sake. We're straight to the 40th minute, 5 more minutes away from the first hour break in this encounter. Talking about one who has really been disappointing in this game, it has to be Samuel Chukwueze. Really, really disappointing in this encounter. But looking at the bench, who is there to replace Chukwuemeka?
I mean,
Chukwueze, sorry, if he's been replaced in this encounter. We have on the bench is Omar Sadiq, Obasoge, who is a goalkeeper. Joe Aribo is also on the bench. Ogu is also on the bench. Victor Boniface, yes, I think that's the name that might come in to replace him in the second half. We also have Kyle Bankole, the goalkeeper of Remo Stars. On Torunaga is on the bench. We also have Yusuf on the bench. Alazan Yusuf. We also have Bruno Yemiachi, Rafael Yedika, Papa Daniel, and Aroko Dare on the bench. Yes, Nigeria attacking against Zimbabwe. Cross, and this should be the chance on Ed. Is that not going to the back of the net again? And this time around, that was Ademola Lukman presented with that cutback. But good defensive work there from the Zimbabwe defenders to cut that attack from the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Back to factory reset is a defensive one from this game, and still 0-0. Victor Osimhen on his feet there, and Nigerians will be open. That should have been a penalty if there was VAR. But unfortunately there's no VAR, so there's no justification for that. And Nigeria will attack right now. Samuel Chukwueze on the ball there, beats his man and comes inward with the ball. He should be dropping the pass, for Christ's sake. And William Ekong will hold on to the ball for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. They are doing everything possible to get the first goal in this first half. And yeah, it's still Nigeria attacking right there in the 42nd minute of this encounter. And it's still just one goal in this encounter in these games to report. That is the only goal that's one between Uganda and Guinea. Scored in the 36th minute of that game. Yeah, but just beat for Nigeria. The passage, the final passage has just been the big problem, and you have to give it to the Zimbabweans for how good their clarity is, how good it is for them to get onto the ball. Yeah, might just be a chance for Nigeria out wide there. And here is Moses Simon with the ball there, tries to play in one, but easily cut out by the Zimbabweans. Don't you think the Zimbabweans are really calculative, and they know the next thing the Super Eagles want to do when they get very close to their box?
Yeah, I think the Zimbabwe, defenders, they've been very, very calm at the back. You could see them, breaking that final pass from the Super Eagle. We've seen that about more than 3-4 times in this game. But I just, kudos to their defense.
You have to give it. So the calculative Zimbabwe defenders, good reflexes from the Zimbabweans. They've never gone to sleep in the heart of defense. But for how long will they be able to cut short every intended passes from the Super Eagles of Nigeria? Talking about one, Nigeria finds himself in the box. Was that a pass, or was that going straight on goal? But straight into the hands of the Zimbabwe goalkeeper Arubi there. will again has to gather that for the Zimbabweans. 45 minutes in almost all centers, still 0-0 between Angola and Cape Verde, still 0-0 between Benin and South Africa in the 45th minute. Nigeria against Zimbabwe also in the 45th minute, 0-0. Rwanda against Lesotho, 0-0. It's almost 0. It's basically 0-0 everywhere in Group C. We have just one goal to record. That one between Uganda and Guinea is the only center where we've seen a goal in this encounter. 44 minutes gone in this encounter. Still Nigeria coming forward, attacking against Zimbabwe. Goes forward there. I think that should be a free kick this time around.
Wow.
And the referee allows plays to continue since that wasn't a free kick. As it's advantage on Zimbabwe, but they have to be careful going into tackles. I'm very sure when they go into one of those tackles in the box, I'm thinking the referee will come to their rescue. It might just be a dangerous one for the Zimbabweans. We're straight into the 45th minute of this encounter. It's still 0-0. It's a throwing. It's a throwing to Zimbabwe. Beautiful work done there by the man. It's a throwing to Zimbabwe. Beautiful work done there by the manager face, and you can see the Nigerian manager showing his frustration to the fourth official there over. Showing his frustration to the fourth official there over the way the referee, manner the referee has really judged some of these tackles on the Super Eagles player. And yes, Nigeria coming out from one of their last. Chose to go out wide where he finds Olai on there, beats his man and beats the second, and will be looking to send a cross aimed at who Zimbabwe player. And it might just be a chance for the Super Eagles, but that kept on rising high from Alex Iwobi.
Yeah.
2 minutes additional time is what we are going to play for in this encounter, and still 0-0 at the 45th minute.
Yeah, 0-0 at the 45th minute. I think the Zimbabwe have found a way to frustrate the Super Eagles, and you could see from the fans everybody's frustrated. Even me, I'm frustrated with the way we've played and not get a goal in this game. We've been trying, but not been able to put the ball at the back of the net has been the issue for Nigeria right now.
Okay, yeah, that's putting the ball in the net is a problem for Super Eagles of Nigeria in this one. Calvin Bassett will hold on to it for Super Eagles and tries to go out wide and finds Moses with it. Just to go back into the heart of the defense for Nigeria. Yes, Nigeria attacking there to who? And yeah, it's Zimbabwe who regains possession against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Lunga on the ball there for Zimbabwe, and he holds on to that for the Zimbabwe guys there as they look to attack against Nigeria for one of their last attack in this encounter. But it looks like that man, the talisman there, knowledge Billiard is currently down, receiving, hoping to receive treatment anytime soon. Looks like it's almost one of those last moments in this first half. A disappointing first half from all standards for the Nigerian side. It's a packed stadium. I'm very sure the fans just want to go gallop, rejoicing with a goal for the Super Eagles. But unfortunately, we might not be seeing any goal in this first half of this encounter. But looking at the performance in this game, do you think the Nigerians are capable of getting a goal in 90 minutes?
Yeah, of course. I still believe Nigeria will definitely get a goal and go ahead and win the game with the way we've been playing. The Zimbabwean defense have been very, very good, but I don't know if they can continue to sustain the momentum. But hopefully the defense line will get to crack and Nigeria will get the goal.
Okay, it's halftime in that game between Benin and South Africa. It ended 0-0 at halftime. And that's why Nigeria with the last chance in this encounter. This is halftime right there at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium. It's Nigeria 0, Zimbabwe 0. Cape Verde finally broken the deadlock against Angola in that one. And late into the first half is Cape Verde with the first goal in that game against Angola. And they are currently leading 1-0. Going into halftime break. And halftime, like I said, at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium, Nigeria 0, Zimbabwe 0. What a terrific first half from the Zimbabwe guys in this game. They came out like a warriors, and truly to their name, they've actually subdued every pressure of the Super Eagles in this encounter.
Yeah, Zimbabwe have been very, very fantastic in this game, defensively, and the way they've been able to control the game. And you could see, them having the larger share of the possession, because they were, trying to make sure they don't lose the ball easily, and or give the Super Eagles player the ball so easily. But they, to be honest, they've been very, very good, and I think they've been the better side to me in terms of the play, but Nigeria have actually created more chances, but unable to convert our chances. I think we've created about we've gotten about 5 shot on target. I mean, shot in this game, but 2 is only on target. Why we've been the other 3 have been on target. So for Zimbabwe, they've tried in this first half.
I'll give you as a Nigerian manager, what will be your advice to the boys, or what will be your pep talk to the boys in the dressing room after this first half?
Yeah, well, first of all, I have to tell them to calm down, because you see there were some moments, some of I think Ademola Lookman, try, and that Moses Simon, just
Even-
taking
even,
those
even Samuel Chukwueze.
Samuel Chukwueze, just wants to, but you need to calm down, and look for your nearest man. Everything is not about you, just scoring. We know we need to get the win, but you can't just be taking shot from 35 yards, or when you see that there's no chance there, try and look for the nearest man. And Samuel Chukwueze, to me, has been very, very poor in this first half. It has been disappointing, to watch. And if I'm the manager, I will still give him chance, probably 5 to 10 minutes in the second half. If he still continues like that, then make the changes, take him off and probably bring in another striker, because we have about 2 or 3 strikers on the bench. Highest goal scorer in the Belgium Pro League, talking about Tolu Korede.
FIFA World Cup. And great, let's leave this Nigerian game for now and go straight to the FIFA World Cup. And great, let's leave this Nigerian game for now and go straight to the Benin Republic against South African game. At halftime is 0-0.
Yeah,
Just like the Super Eagles game.
yeah.
We'd have expected South Africa should be leading against against Benin right now.
Well, I'm not expecting South Africa to be leading, Benin. The only advantage the South Africa have over this Benin Republic is because the match is actually being played in
Cote d'Ivoire. Cote d'Ivoire should be in Cote d'Ivoire.
No, the match is being played in South Africa right
Wow.
now. It's being played there, so it's more or less like South Africa is playing home matches. And I was on the show I think yesterday, when we were covering the Ghana, the Madagascar Ghana match. So, and I make that point about most of these African countries, talking about South Africa and Morocco. Most of those teams in their group, their opponents, they play their own matches in the same opponent.
It's not their fault. It's not the not the country's fault.
But I know it's not the country's fault. But
it's Benin's issue. No, Benin they have to rent a stadium.
Yeah, but you don't have to. You already know those people in your group. You get me? If you want to rent, then look for a country like Morocco. Why those people in Morocco group look for country like South Africa?
This game is being played in Ivory Coast, Abidjan.
But actually, I'm seeing being played in.
Okay, I'll check.
Let's just confirm.
I'll check to get the confirmation of whether the game is being played. But one thing the Super Eagles fans really want to see at the Gossip Akpabio Stadium, it's a goal for the Super Eagles in the second half. Let's see how they approach the game in the second half. But if I'm a person, if there's a player I'll be taking off at halftime of the second half, it has to be Samuel Chukwueze. He hasn't been in this game. It's better we go up to play with 2 men up front, the 2 Victors, Victor Osimhen and Victor Boniface up front, rather than having Samuel Chukwueze, who has looked like a waste on that right wing for the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Yeah, and I won't be surprised if the manager make the change. So earlier, removing him. We've seen the way he has been playing this first half. Very frustrating. Couldn't beat his man. Then at the time he was able to beat his man, but only for him to run the ball out for a goal kick. So the manager needs to probably give him 5 to 10 minutes. Then if he continues like that, then make the change, bring in another striker, then go play with the 2 man up front, and allowing Moses Simon and Ademola Lookman playing from the wing.
Okay, so let's see which will be the first substitution from the Nigerian manager in this account. But you have to give it also to the Zimbabweans. They've been so resolute in this game. Good defensive work there from the 2 defenders who are appearing in this encounter. Garanaga and Takwara, they've really been strong against the Nigerians. Good reflexes from the defenders, and you also have to give it to their goalkeeper, also Arubi. He has been everywhere for them in this encounter. Confirmation of that game between Benin and South Africa is being played at the Stade Félix Houphouët Stadium right there in Ivory Coast. That is where Benin has been playing all their home games at the World Cup qualifiers. Their stadium right there in Benin are not up to the standards expected or are accepted or acceptable by FIFA. So they've been playing all their away games right there in Ivory Coast. So that stadium where Nigeria actually played in the African Cup of Nations is where they are currently playing against South Africa. Do you think there will have been a better home advantage if they are actually playing at their right there in Benin instead of playing on a neutral ground?
Of course, it would have been home advantage. You see, the fans, we want to come in their numbers to cheer up their team. But as it stands now, if you look at the you see that in fact the away, the more or less like the away team is having more fans than the home team, which is Benin Republic. But I think FIFA, CAF needs to find a way and or do something about most of these countries not having a standard pitch that is that they can
use. About CAF? Is it CAF fault this time around?
Well, yesterday also we discussed about something like this. I think CAF have blame. I have to blame CAF also because if you make it, if you give those countries 2 to 3 years to at least get one for the national team. We are not saying you should be building lot of stadium, but at least, or probably, I know that most of these countries they have stadiums, but it's just that they're not up to standard.
As big as Ghana is, they have issues with FIFA and CAF when it comes to stadium getting to FIFA standard. Who are we going to appreciate? Who are we going to praise for the North Africans getting their own right?
Well, I think it's the heavy.
So CAF should take the fall for West Africa. Why the FA should take
what I'm saying is that there should be sanction for those countries. When you are playing away, because to me now it costs even more for you to play away than when you are playing at home. Because now you have to charter flight to get to the venue, book hotels, make transportation arrangement. But if you are playing in your country, those things you still make those arrangements, but it will not be as expensive as do it. So if CAF needs to come in play now, probably start finding those countries. When you fail to produce, give us a standard pitch. Then when you are going to play your next match, playing it away, then there should be a fine for that. I think those countries will sit up.
Okay, the story actually being an uninspiring first 45 minutes right there in Uyo, and you're still logged on to Premier Sport Fan Center, where we give you watch along. It's a watch along program where we just give you analysis and commentaries of the game and bring it very close to your screen, how it's going on right there at the Goswi Akpabio Stadium. We'll be waiting to see the Super Eagles players back on the pitch for the second half and see what they can bring in this encounter. We've talked about Samuel Chukwueze being too predictable in this game. One person also who I think has been too unpredictable in this game has been Moses Simon. He has been full of running, but the cuttings has not really worked for him.
Yeah, to me, he has been at least better than what we've seen from Samuel Chukwueze, but he has been full of running, like you said. But the final ball also have been, letting him down. Nigeria, you could see, including the midfielders, trying to, throw that final pass. But the the Zimbabwean defenders, they've been able to read. It's more or less like they know what we want to do when it comes to the final ball. So for Moses Simon, he just need to also calm down. Like I said, if I'm the manager, at halftime I'll be telling them to just calm down. Relax. Don't be too in a too hurry, to release the ball.
Okay, as we're waiting for the confirmation of the start of the second half on that game between Nigeria and Zimbabwe. The Super Eagles coming all out against Zimbabwe in this one, looking for the first goal in this encounter. But unfortunately, at halftime, it ended up 0-0 between Nigeria and Zimbabwe. Let's look at the first half statistics. Unfortunately, it looks like it was Zimbabwe who had a better share of ball possession in the first half, with 61% of the ball possession to Zimbabwe, while Nigeria were reduced to just 39% of the ball in the first half. 5 total shots from the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Unfortunately, or disappointedly, just 1 shot on target for the Super Eagles in the whole of the first half. So you can actually say it has been a disappointing one for the guys in front of goal. Victor Osimhen has been caged in this first half.
Yeah.
How are we going to uncage him in the second half?
Well, that is when we talked about players like Moses Simon and the other winger there, talking about Samuel Chukwueze, they need to help him because no matter the team Nigeria is facing right now, as far as we have Victor Osimhen, those teams will want to make sure they own him because they know what he's capable of. They've already saw him. They saw him scoring a brace in the last match. So they want to find a way to cage him. We saw I think about two players have been following him around because they know he's very good in the air, even with his feet, both legs. So they are kudos to the Zimbabwe team. They find a way to stop Victor Osimhen. But players like Samuel Chukwueze and Moses Simon now needs to come and play. Probably carry the responsibility for this game. At least if what's his name now? The striker. Talking about Victor Osimhen. If he's not scoring, other players can also get in. The goals for Nigeria, but it's not happening so far.
Okay, one question was to be asking ourselves: the wingers, both Samuel Chukwueze and Moses Simon, are this the best for Nigeria right now?
Well, at the moment, I think this is what we have, but to be honest, I would have preferred seeing Ademola Lookman playing from the wing and Samuel Chukwueze coming from the bench because, like I said earlier, I was surprised seeing him. And when the list came out, I was surprised seeing that they called him and even started the last match. So it was a surprise for me. And even that match we won, but it wasn't convincing. And today is back on the pitch again. But to be honest, these are the best wingers we have right now.
Oh, you can hear that. Those are the best wingers we currently have right now. We'll be opening for the second half. When the guys come back, we'll be having an improved second half from the guys in the second half. Let's just hope Eric Chelle has just said so many things to the boys in the dressing room. So many tactical advice to the boys. So when they come back in the second half, it's probably going to be a better performance for the Super Eagles. This game has been beamed live from the beautiful, magnificent Goswe Akpabio Stadium, the only FIFA certified stadium in Nigeria. For a big country like Nigeria, and having just one stadium being certified by FIFA, it's actually disappointing.
Well, to be honest, very, very disappointing. I think almost every state have not less than one stadium, but
what happened to Abuja Stadium?
Well, the stadium that cost a lot,
$360 million.
Cost a lot. Even the maintenance, they've been maintaining, and at the same time, it's not, meeting the CAF standard and be an embarrassment to Nigerians.
I've always been a fan of bringing the Super Eagles to Lagos, but there's also a need to renovate, and if not, I'm just trying to outsource some of the stadium. We've always talked about it probably when we're talking about Nigerian games. The National Stadium Lagos National Stadium Lagos Surulere is out there wasting. Why not just probably outsource it to one of these private bodies who can renovate it and probably use it for a years to regenerate their money, and you have a beautiful edifice. You look at the fans in Lagos, within Lagos, or you have crazy football fans in the some cities. Also Kano. We've seen Kano Pillars plays in Kano, and how the Sunny Abacha Stadium is always filled up. Why not just upgrade the stadium to a FIFA standard?
Yeah, and I think the reason for that is because the government have been having a lot of interference with our football. It needs to start with our league. If we are having at least about 80% of our clubs in the league being owned by private individuals, I think these things we definitely stop, because those private individuals will definitely wants to build a befitting stadium for their club. We saw look at a team like Remo Stars. To me, they have one of the best stadiums in the Nigerian league, but though I don't think it still meet what they call it the CAF standard. But looking at that stadium, it's a good start for them, But Nigeria needs to start privatizing probably the issue of this stadium now. Outsource it to private individuals and let them take charge of the maintenance, build if possible, build new ones.
Okay, it's restart of second half right there at the Goswe Akpabio Stadium. The players are back on the turf, and the second half has started. Yeah, the Goswe Akpabio Stadium. The players are back on the turf, and the second half has started. And the Super Eagles of Nigeria going gun blazing just the same way they started on the first half. It's also the start of second half in the various centers. The Benin against South Africa game currently being played at in Ivory Coast. Both most of the time when we approach the Zimbabwe box and still holds onto the ball. sends a short cross there, but that's the power or the intention of that ball was just too low from the Nigerian player. Still Nigeria in possession of the ball, and here is still Nigeria attacking there. Here might just be a chance for the Super Eagles of Nigeria in the box there, try to beat one too many, and a cross there from Samuel Chukwueze. Still Nigeria in the box with the ball. What will they make out of this? Returns it back to Wilfried, and here is Alex Iwobi. Alex Iwobi tries to play one in, but took a wicked deflection of the feet of a Zimbabwe player. Ruby not in a rush to send that out, but we finally gather after looking and seeing Victor Osimhen behind him, challenging him for that. And a short one there from Arubi. Nigeria regains possession, but aimlessly, and couldn't hold on to that. That was a lie,
Yeah.
Probably wasn't expecting the ball as his fate, and that rolls out to a throw in. But looking at the way Nigeria has played in this game and creativity, this game is lacking creativity in the middle. One name comes to my mind. Dele Bashiru. It looks like they're actually missing him in this encounter.
Yeah, and I don't think he's not on the bench at the same time.
Yeah, he's injured. He's
yeah,
injured.
so he's injured, and we've missed his creativity. And you can see from the way we've been, struggling to, create, any meaningful team from the midfield. So we need a player like him back as soon as possible.
Okay, Nigeria with the ball there. They'll have to send that out wide. It looks to attack against Zimbabwe right now. With this be a counter for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Alex Iwobi sends a long one, tries to play in his teammate there. That is still Nigeria in possession of the ball. What would they make out of this? Moses Simon tries to beat his man across from the Super Eagles. Oh, but beautifully blocked there by the Zimbabweans. And here is Alex Iwobi, holds onto the ball, finds his teammate, back to Alex Iwobi. Alex Iwobi with the ball, looks inward, finds Samuel Chukwueze. Chukwueze 1-on-1 against the Zimbabwe player and tries to play in his Nigerian teammate. Here, just be a chance for the Super Eagles. What a chance there from the Nigerians. But that was just too much to get onto the head of Victor Osimhen to connect onto that. Another cross into the box, another in-swinger from Nigeria. Alex Iwobi with the ball, and they'll be looking to send another in-swinger into the box, and this time around connected to it. But it's going to be a goal kick to Zimbabwe. And that was a beautiful cross there from what's it called? Ademola Lookman there. But that eluded the head of Victor Osimhen. That would have just been going to the back of the net if it had connected to Victor Osimhen's head.
Yeah, Victor Osimhen was almost, getting onto that ball, but the ball was, a little bit high. And you could see, I think the manager, I don't know if he actually told them to continue to pull in those crosses, because in the last 2-3 minutes we've been pulling in those crosses, trying to use the height of Victor Osimhen, but it has not actually worked out.
If they do the cross, probably should be bringing in Bruno Yemiachi into this encounter, because Bruno is actually a good crosser of the ball. We saw it in some of the games for the Super Eagles, and how convenient and how comfortable he is whenever he's sending those in-swingers for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Nigeria will initiate another attack against Zimbabwe right now. Looks to send one forward. Zimbabwe in possession, and Nigeria, cuts forward with the ball there. Drops one for Victor Osimhen, but that man Takwara won't allow him have the better of him. Nigeria regains possession. A chance for the Super Eagles. Samuel Chukwueze with the ball there. Goes out wide. This should be a chance for Nigeria. Moses Simon with the ball. What's he doing there? And sends it back. How on earth? What a miss there by Alex Iwobi.
Wow.
That should be tapped into the back of the net. And this just shows the frustration on the face of the Super Eagles fans. And this has been what we have been reporting since morning in this encounter. Misses upon misses in this game. And you can see the fans there feeling dejected. Even the manager, Michele, looking dejected there. He should be scoring that. He has no reason to miss that.
Yeah, even, getting it at least on target. But I don't know how he actually, missed that golden chance there for Nigeria to score, but Nigeria is coming closer now.
Yes, Victor Osimhen in the box there, but currently sandwiched there by the Zimbabwe players. A powerful striker there, and good defensive work there from the Zimbabweans. And you can see him, he's one man who actually, shows energy, give energy to the boys, and give them that inspiration that they can do it. And you can see the Nigerian fans, I can guess the song they are currently singing now. All we are saying is give us one goal. Okay, let's see if Nigeria will get one goal in this one. A throw in from the Super Eagles of Nigeria right now. And in the middle of the park is Wilfried Ndidi. Calvin Bassey, sorry. Yes, Nigeria attacking right now. A long one there, but easily cut out there by Zimbabwe, and a throw into the Super Eagles of Nigeria. 52nd minute, right there at the Gospel Akpabio Stadium. Still 0-0 between Nigeria and Zimbabwe. Back in play. Here is Calvin Bassey on the ball. Goes out wide and finds Olaino. Olaino will come forward with the ball for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Willie hold on to the ball. Just chose to go out wide and finds Moses Simon. Moses Simon and his Jalal attacking, defending against him there. But he has teammates coming to do or to help him out against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And also still now we have a goal in that zone between Angola and Cape Verde. It's Angola who has equalized in the early stages of the second half. So it's currently 1-1 in that one between Angola and Cape Verde. Still 1-0 in that one between Guinea and Uganda. Still 0-0 in that one between Benin Republic and South Africa. And also 0-0 between Rwanda and Lesotho. And also still 0-0 in this one between Nigeria and Zimbabwe. How long before we see the first goal?
The fans, you could see from the fans, they're frustrated, and I don't want the Super Eagles to drag it, and the more the time runs down, it becomes more difficult for us to get the goal, because this second half we've been able to cage the Zimbabwean players back in their own half. They've not been able to attack us at all in this second half, but Nigeria needs to start finding the ball at the back of the net as soon as possible.
Let's see if this will be the start of it, and we know that Nigeria need to get more goals in this encounter. You can see a lot of questions on our screen. Why are they not feeding Osimhen the ball? And that was from Idolwafo TV. Yes, we don't really know why the balls are not getting into Victor Osimhen. We also have Abidemi Aluko. Good evening, Premier Sport Fan Center. I am greeting you guys from the in the studio. Abidemi Aluko from Abuja, Nigeria. It says Nigeria 4, Zimbabwe 0. Wow, that is a big one from what's it called, Abidemi Aluko. So also have Christopher Rima. Sorry to say, the Nigerians are not playing to win, and it's not interesting. Yeah. Well, you can say it. I think if I'm the manager right now, I'll be going to the bench and looking to the guys on the bench and making substitution. Unfortunately, a news that Nigerians won't really want to hear, and a news that the Super Eagles fans and players won't really want to hear. It's South Africa who has gone one goal up against Benin Republic in that encounter. So at 55 minutes in that one is Benin Republic 0, South Africa 1. And right now, the Nigerian boys needs to wake up in this one.
Yeah, Nigeria needs to really wake up now, because South Africa have done themselves favor now. So it doesn't matter again. Whatever Nigeria plays here, it's it's still in favor of South Africa. But for us needing to win the game, and as at 55 to 60 minutes, we've not getting a goal, and playing at home, it's very, very frustrating.
Yeah, it's very frustrating to see from the Super Eagles of Nigeria in this encounter. We really want to see them get more goals or get goals in this encounter. Let's see if that goal will be coming in. And is Zimbabwe attacking against Nigeria right now, and they'll look to approach on the Super Eagles on defense here. It might just be a chance, and he's aiming for a shot. Well, aimlessly, that's unthreatening the Nigerian goalkeeper. It's a goal kick to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. What a shot there from Musona, but that was unable to actually threaten the Nigerian goalkeeper. 55 minutes in this encounter, 10 minutes into the second half, and it's still 0-0 between the Super Eagles of Nigeria, who are not flying, who are not soaring high in this encounter. There's a World Cup at stake, and Nigeria needs to go back to the World Cup. He has a chance for Nigeria to attack right there. It's Moses Simon with the ball. He should be dropping this and says into a part of his teammates. But good defensive work there from the Zimbabweans. Just where they stopped in the first half is where they've continued in the second half. And it's that big man there, Rino Muwata, onto the rescue for Zimbabwe. Another corner kick for Nigeria. Ademola Lookman picking up the ball for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and will be dropping that for a corner kick. That's what the Super Eagles will be making out of this corner kick situation. The players are in the box there, hoping to connect to this corner kick from Ademola Lookman in the 57th minute. A corner kick situation for the Super Eagles. Ademola Lookman takes it, and the goalkeeper should gather comfortably, and he gathers that comfortably and holds onto the ball, sends it short there, tries to play in his teammate, but the ball will be getting straight to his teammate, and his back in play is South Africa. Zimbabwe,
Zimbabwe, yeah.
yes, are trying to hold on to the ball against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It's really been a frustrating game for the Nigerians, guys, because they have to play against a team who are so defensive, centric, and cautious in this encounter. Yeah, back in place. Alex Iwobi, who looks inward into middle and finds his teammates. Who goes out wide, finds Olaino. Olaino drops it for Moses Simon. Moses Simon on the ball, has one man to beat, returns it back to Olaino. Olaino looks inward and finds Wilfred Ndidi. Wilfred Ndidi almost losing possession there. Finds Calvin Bassey. Calvin Bassey to Olaino. Olaino looks inward and finds Wilfred there. Wilfred Ndidi spotted jersey number 4 for Nigeria. Goes out wide, finds Alex Iwobi. Alex Iwobi will find Samuel Chukwueze. Chukwueze will come up. Bright Osai. Bright Osai drops it for Chukwueze. Chukwueze has 2 men on him there and tries to go around 2 men there, but lost possession. When are we going to make the substitution?
Well, I think it's high time the manager needs to make this substitution now.
There's a need for attacking-minded player right now.
No,
probably the like of what's it called, Victor Boniface.
And I think the manager is looking to the bench now. So let's see, probably if the bench will be able to do the job for us, because the way it's looking like now, these guys on the pitch now, I think they're finding it very, very difficult to break this Zimbabwe team down.
Okay, as let's say if Nigeria will be making any substitution as soon as possible. Yeah, East Nigeria back in possession in the middle of the park there. Calvin Bassey on the ball. Copswell with the ball there. Looks in well into midfield. Finds Wilfred Ndidi. Drops it back to the captain, William Trus Ekong. Ekong goes out wide and finds Samuel Chukwueze. Chukwueze will hold on to the ball. What will he make out of that? Finds Alex Iwobi. Alex Iwobi tries to play in Ademola Lookman. Lookman tries to find one, but has about 3 men on him there. And couldn't do justice to that. And back in place, Nigeria in possession of the ball now. Calvin Bassey with the ball. Tries to shield the ball there. And finally lost possession. That is going to be a throw-in to Zimbabwe. And like I said, it seems Nigeria will be making that first substitution in the 59th minute. And is yes, that is who is that coming in? Spotting the jersey number 8 for the Super Eagles of Nigeria is Tolu Arokodare, who has been thrown into this encounter by the manager. Seems he trusts Tolu more than Victor Boniface.
Well, because Victor Boniface, when it comes to the national team, we've not really seen. To me, I've not seen anything he has done with the national team. So let's try Tolu Arokodare. And to be honest, Victor Boniface, even at Bayer Leverkusen, is always on the bench. He's always on the bench, so why not play
Tolu Arokodare with his first touch and getting Nigeria a free kick in that situation. And it's going to be a free kick to the Super Eagles of Nigeria in the 60th minute. It's 1 hour of football right there at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium, and still 0-0, no goal to report between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and Zimbabwe. And don't forget, South Africa currently leading 1-0 against Benin Republic, and that will do them a big favor. Looking forward to the FIFA World Cup. They are one step very close to getting the automatic spot in this Group C. Free kick to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. You can see the Ines boys there holding on to the ball. The one that look is standing on that free kick. He'll be the one to play the free kick for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. But the Zimbabwe players are not in agreement. They said he has moved the ball a bit forward. Yes, going to be a free kick to the Super Eagles. Who is going to take it? And it looks like it's going to be Ademola Lookman who will be sending an in-swinger for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Arubi, who has been there for Zimbabwe in this encounter. Washington Arubi is the goalkeeper. Magnificent goalkeeper he has been for Zimbabwe in this one. How will he be able to stop this? Let's see if he has every answers to this in-swinger, incoming in-swinger from from Ademola Lookman. Ademola Lookman standing on this free kick duties and sends one into the box, a long one. And this big chance, but no, easily cut out there by the Zimbabwe's defender. Alex Iwobi on the ball for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, returns it back into the box for the Super Eagles. Tolu with the ball there. He has a chance for Nigeria. Ademola Lookman and saved himself for this time around. Another side mating from the Atlanta winger. You can see the manager there. For Christ's sake, I think he should be doing better there. But good one there from Ademola Lookman.
Yeah, I don't think that's not good one from him. He had opportunity there, and the space was there. You look at the way he caught the ball to open up the space, but he should be doing better.
I think he went for near post. He went for the near post.
He should be doing better.
You can hear that. He believes that Ademola Lookman should be doing better right there for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We've made just one substitution in this game, and it is Aroko Dare was brought into this encounter as he replaced the what's he called, the
AC Milan man, yeah.
AC Milan player Samuel Chukwueze.
Yeah.
Ineffective in this encounter, no doubt. He wasn't anywhere in this game.
To be honest, it has been a waste of space, in this game. Well, let's see. After the next international break, I don't know, because he hardly plays for AC Milan. He comes in maybe 15 minutes or 10 minutes to go, and we cannot continue to be calling.
That's one of our biggest problems. The players are the bench warmers with the having playing for the Super Eagles. You have to find players who are playing regularly for their club sides.
So probably that's one of the reasons why he's bringing on Tolu ahead of Victor Boniface, because most times when Bayer Leverkusen is playing, I always try and see if Boniface is starting. To be honest, this 2025, I don't know if he has been able to start up to 4 matches for Bayer Leverkusen. So I'm not surprised, seeing him, not playing him. And also, like you said, most of our players are always on the bench for their national team, which is very, very, for their club, which is very, very bad.
All right, we have a goal to also report in this Group C. Is Rwanda, who has scored one against Lesotho. So everything is going from bad to worse for the Super Eagles of Nigeria if they are not scoring against Zimbabwe in this encounter. Also straight into the 64th minute of that encounter. Still 0-0 between Nigeria and Zimbabwe. But looking at South Africa getting a goal, a win in this game will send them straight to 14 points, and is really going to, says a lot of trouble for the Super Eagles of Nigeria if they are not getting a goal or a victory in this one against Zimbabwe. But there's still a lot of time in this encounter. We're straight into the 64 minutes, about 27 more minutes to go in this encounter. So the Super Eagles of Nigeria still have what it takes to come out against Zimbabwe. And back in play is Nigerian possession right now. Calvin Bassey attacking from the defense for the Super Eagles, and also is Cape Verde, who has restored the lead in that one against Angola in the 63rd minute. They got their second goal. So as it stands right now, it's Cape Verde 2, Angola 1. Nigeria with a chance. Tolu Arokobare leaping up there with a beautiful header for what will have been his first goal for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. But big save again from the goalkeeper Ruby.
Wow! That was that was a lovely cross there, and I think kudos to Tolu there, and the goalkeeper of Ruby there.
Well, that's a free header. I think he should be doing better. He should be doing better there. That was a free header for Tolu there.
Yeah, but you could see the distance there, so he needed to add pace to it, but that was still a good save from the goalkeeper there.
Okay, yes, that's another cross from the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but that should be rolling out for another corner kick. Yes, Nigeria will be taking another corner kick right there, and it is Ademola Lukman who is standing on this corner kick situation. As I say, the Nigerians needs a goal in this encounter, sends one into the box there, and still not threatening the Zimbabwe team. Zimbabwe will clear their lines finally against Nigeria right there, but still Nigeria in possession of the ball as they look to attack against Zimbabwe again. Here's a chance, but easily dispossessed of the ball. Zimbabwe attacking against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Nigeria regains possession. The referee allows place to continue. Lost possession to Zimbabwe, who looks to attack, but this time around is an infringement on the Super Eagles and the free kick out to Zimbabwe. Right there in the 66th minute of this encounter, time is fast ticking, the clock is fast on ticking and beeping. The Super Eagles needs to get a goal if they really want to stand a chance in this qualifier. Chances are falling their way, but putting it into the back of the net has really been their biggest problem in this game. It might just be a chance for Zimbabwe, but he just sent that into the skies and back into earth there, straight into the hands of the Nigerian goalkeeper. Stanley Uwambali. 66 minutes of football. You can see the manager for his Michael Nees there. He's actually disappointed in his boys. He expected that should be going into the back of the net, and looking at the way this game has gone, Nigeria's actually been the better side, but the goals are not just coming in for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. A draw in this game might just be them very close to kicking their hope of qualifying for the World Cup away. Let's see if they'll be getting that goal in this encounter. Pass into the box there, Nigeria with the ball, and let's see what they make out of that. Returns is Alex Iwobi on the ball there, finds his teammate Calvin Bassey. Kevin Bassey will find Willie Truzeko comes forward with the ball there for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Nigeria attacking right now against Zimbabwe, and returns it back onto the wing where he finds his teammate Bright Osai. Bright Osai look back into the midfield, finds his Nigerian teammate a long cross across pitch. Tries to play in Moses Simon. Back in place, Moses Simon in possession of the ball for Nigeria. Looks for there. Ola Aina on the ball for Nigeria. Ola Aina will come for inward with the ball for Nigeria. And yes, Nigeria attacking. Dash pass should have been a forward pass, not a backward pass. And while we did, the hope is not set himself for a shot here. But a tip touch was just too much. Wilfried indeed.
Wow.
For a professional player, he should be doing better there. He should be doing better with that pass.
The pass was,
the touch was just too much on that pass. And you can see Zimbabwe coming forward to attack against the Nigerian side now. Nigeria regains possession in the middle of the park. It has been a big battle in that middle there. And going forward there is Alex Iwobi tries to play it straight. It has been a really disappointing one with those passes. Moses Simon regains the ball there and holds onto the ball, tries to play in Calvin Bassey. Good sweep there from the Zimbabwe player. And it's going to be a throw into the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Laino was one that pass was sent to. I'm very sure this is the look I'm very sure Napoli won't really wants to see. He has been their best defender this season in the EPL, and one of the players on course to be named the best player for Nottingham Forest in the 2024-2025 season. They are currently pushing themselves above limits because they currently sit third in the EPL and chasing a Champions League spot in the EPL, which has about 9 games to go this season. They cross in it. Oh, Tolu out on it.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, chance for Nigeria there. But Nigeria is getting, closer and closer. But it's just that the time is, gradually winding down. So we need to start, making it count. Given the fact that the people who are chasing in the group, they've all scored now. South Africa leading, then Rwanda also leading. So it's becoming very, very bad.
Even the mascot is tired. All right, everybody on the stadium there, looking at the time, looking at the players on the pitch. They just want to celebrate a goal for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but that goal is not coming right there at the Goswe Akpabio Stadium. We've seen a lot of chances for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but putting it into the back of the net. This is the latest of the chances. Tolu should be doing better there. Connect your head to the ball, find your spot, and pick your spot. But no, that wasn't going to enter the net. We see the manager having a word or two with what's it called, Moses Simon there. Let's see what the discussion is between the Nigerian manager and Moses Simon. The guys on the bench are also looking onto the pitch. Like, yes, let's see what we can do for the Super Eagles of Nigeria in this encounter. Everybody wants to see Nigeria get a victory in this encounter. Okay, it's currently 0 counter. Okay, as a free kick there, goal kick there from the Zimbabwe in the 70th minute. About 20 more minutes to go in this one between Nigeria and Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe back in possession of the ball in the 71st minute, and we are on that 20 minutes to go in this encounter now.
Yeah, the time is gradually running down. Nigeria needs to get a goal at least to get the victory in this game.
Okay. Yes, that's still Nigeria will stay stagnant to the 4th position with 7 points. Should this game end in a draw between Nigeria and Zimbabwe? Everybody just wants to see a victory in this one. The only center we are yet to see a goal into this fixture is this one between Nigeria and Zimbabwe. 72 minutes gone in that encounter. A long one from Nigeria. Tries to play inward there. Victor Osimhen and Tolu Arokodare doing the damages up front for Nigeria. Let's see if their partnership can actually do the magic, but we've not really seen much threat from the Super Eagles of Nigeria up front against Zimbabwe, who are currently in possession of the ball and coming forward against Nigeria right there. And yeah, it's still Zimbabwe in possession of the ball, just to look around and find his teammate, and returns it back into the out of the fence there. Nigeria will chase that, and Victor Osimhen will chase it down to the goalkeeper. And holds onto the ball. Arubi with the ball there, sends a long one back into the midfield, and Nigeria holds onto the ball in the middle. Yeah, might just be a chance for Nigeria to go forward and attack against Zimbabwe. And here is Tolu Arokodare, rolls highest out to get hold of that, but easily dispossessed of the ball there by the Zimbabwe players. Zimbabwe has almost all their players back defending for them right now. and sends out wide. There is Moses Simon with the ball. What will he do with the ball? Chase and marries the line, sends a cross into the box, but the Zimbabweans have an answer. That is a wayward. What was that? Oh God. And that was Wilfred Ndidi with a disappointing shot there.
I think the
I
manager
think again he should be looking to his bench. There's Rafael Yedika there. If you want a player down, if you want a player who has a good, aim at the shot from outside the box, Rafael Yedika is right there on the bench. He can do those magic with those outside shots. We saw those goals. We saw the goal he scored against Manchester City in the UEFA Champions League. Beautiful take from Rafael Yedika, who I think should be starting for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And yes, Nigeria who are paying the price of missing those early chances in this encounter, because right now they are in a dire situation where they need a goal against the Zimbabweans, who are not in a hurry to attack against Nigeria right now. They are ready to slow the game down against the Super Eagles.
Yeah, a draw for them here in Nigeria would be a very big result for them. So they've seen that they looking at this second half, they've hardly been able to attack the Nigerian team. But one thing they've been good at is making sure that Nigeria didn't get the goal, and they've been good at the back.
Okay, yes, let's see if how long they can hang on against the Super Eagles, because right now we're in the 74th minute, which is leaving us with about 16 more minutes to go in regulation time in this one between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Zimbabwe team. Makes a cross from Nigeria. Aroko Dare on the ball there, holding onto it in the box and releases it for Olaino. The pass is the opener for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Good order play from Sonu and beautiful cross from Ademola Lookman onto the head of Victor Osimhen, and finally Nigeria has been able to break the deadlock right there at Uyo. Wow. What a goal! What an header from the Galatasaray striker to send the whole crowd jubilating with wide jubilation. Beautiful goal, beautiful moment, and what a way to break the resilience. Ivory Coast, I'm sorry, Zimbabwe team. What a goal for Nigeria. What a way. Finally,
the goal have been coming, just that it actually took long to come, but I think we deserve the goal, and Nigeria deserve to be ahead as it stands now.
Yeah, well deserved goal for the Super Eagles of Nigeria against Ivory Coast. Against Ivory Coast has coming to my mouth. Well deserved goal against Zimbabwe in this encounter. It took Nigeria 75 minutes to finally break the deadlock. And who else? That Victor Osimhen, who came to the rescue for the Super Eagles of Nigeria with 2 goals against Rwanda in the last time out. And this time around at the Goswe Akpabio Stadium, he has broken the dead Aroko Dare. You have to give it to him there. Look at that pass, straight the cross there from Ola Aina. Beautiful cross from the Nottingham Forest defender. Look at that inch perfect cross and inch perfect header there from Victor Osimhen to send that into the back of the net. Went straight into wide jubilation. What a moment.
Yeah, because
if I'm not mistaken there, who is currently down. If I'm not mistaken there, who is currently down on the turf, and he should be back on his feet. So yes, and this is the substitution I'll be calling for. Rafael Oyedika will be replacing Alex Iwobi for the remaining 13 minutes of this encounter. What a game we've had from is it Alex Iwobi? Yeah, I think it should be Alex Iwobi will be going out in this game. Sporting the jersey number 17 for Nigeria. Yes, Alex will be going out for Rafael Oyedika. Or is it Kevin Bassey? Who is going out?
Let's see.
I doubt if it's going to be Calvin Bassey, because it's Alex Iwobi.
Yeah, Alex Iwobi being substituted.
And he needs to be careful because he's on a yellow card. They're 1 yellow card away from mixing the Super Eagles next game. But spirited performance from the Fulham player in this encounter. 13 more minutes to go in this encounter. Is the Super Eagles of Nigeria leading via a slim goal scored by Victor Osimhen in the 75th minute of this encounter. And we're in the 75th minute of this encounter. And it's Nigeria 1, Zimbabwe 0 as it stands.
Yeah, Nigeria 1, Zimbabwe 0, and I think we've gotten the goal we actually deserve. So if we can't get more, let's just make sure we keep. Protect this 1 goal lead, because we've seen Zimbabwe now attacking Nigeria after that goal. We've seen them, before the goal in this second half, they've hardly been able to even get out from their own from the midfield. But now they've been able to I mean, get a shot, and we've seen Nwabali now in the last 2-3 minutes after the goal. We've seen more from the Nigerian goalkeeper.
Okay, so Nigeria back in possession of the ball and straight into the hands of the captain, William Truzekong. Will find Calvin Bassey. Bassey looks forward into the middle and finds Moses Simon. Moses Simon with the ball, holds onto the ball to switch his position, sends it back to the captain, William Truzekong, who goes back to the Nigerian goalkeeper and will find the Nigerian midfielder there. And here is Nigeria. They are not in the rush to attack against the Zimbabweans in this one right now. And yes, good work, other play there from Calvin Bassey, who finds Moses Simon. Moses Simon will approach the Zimbabwe box and holds onto it. A cross from Moses Simon, but that was aimless from the Nigeria.
But I still hope we get at least one more goal to see off the game and avoid 9-minute pressure from Zimbabwe.
That 9-minute pressure is what they have to be wary of. Should this game end this way, Nigeria will find themselves in top position with 9 points, as Rwanda currently seated second. Should they end that game with a victory over Lesotho, they'll be on 10 points, and South Africa, the runaway leaders, will be on 13 points with a victory over Benin Republic, who will find themselves in the 4th position should they lose this game against South Africa. So mathematically, there's lots at stake on this pitch. Nigeria will come forward right now with the ball, and as the captain who sends a long one, tries to play Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen gets onto that, but Tolu Arokodare couldn't get onto it, as the Zimbabwe defender came to the rescue of his team there. Zimbabwe back in possession of against Nigeria, and is Takwara with the ball there, holds onto it and looks inward into the middle, finds his teammates, and yes, Zimbabwe coming forward to attack against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Nigeria regains possession and looks to send one back there, and yeah, might just be a chance, but the referee says there was an infringement against this Zimbabwe player who got a foul on Ola Aino, and it's going to be a free kick to Nigeria in the 81st minute. The clock is fast on winding down in this one. 9 more minutes to go in regulation time. Nigeria leads via a slim lead in the encounter against Zimbabwe.
Yeah, Nigeria, a slim lead, but a good one for Nigeria, at least to relieve the pressure. So let's just hope, other centers probably might get, something from there. At least if one of those two teams between Rwanda and South Africa, getting at least a draw, it will, be a good result for Nigeria. But as it stands now, we're sitting third, but still 4 points behind South Africa and 1 point behind Rwanda.
Oh yes, Moses Simon on the ball. What is Moses Simon doing, for Christ's sake? Yes, Nigeria gets possession in the middle of the park, but the referee says there was an infringement there. It's going to be a free kick to Zimbabwe in the 82nd minute of this encounter. A free kick to Zimbabwe right there. Yeah, is the player spotting the jersey number 3 for Zimbabwe, who has been everywhere in this encounter for them. Getting on the ball, Zemura, and sends it back to the out of defenders where he finds Takwara. Takwara will hold on to the ball for Zimbabwe. What will he make out of that? And holds onto it and cuts forward with the ball. 83 minutes, 7 more minutes to go in regulation time in this one between Nigeria and Zimbabwe. Tolu Arokodare on the ball there, finds Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen tries to play in Bright Osai. Bright Osai on the ball for Nigeria, returns it back into the middle of the park. Nigeria back in possession. William Truzekong looks forward and finds his teammate here. Nigeria attacking right now. Ademola Lookman with the ball there, plays it straight into the path of Tolu. Tolu should be doing better there. He should be controlling that, for Christ's sake. There was a chance for him to control and probably turn and shoot, but I think the pressure is still on him. Just a second appearance for the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Yeah, and I think we've seen more from him in this game than the last match he played, because I don't know, maybe it's because we are ready to go up, but he contributed greatly to the this Nigeria getting this goal. So good one for him.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one for Tolu. Yeah, he's lying on the ball there, just to go back, and you can see Nigeria currently strolling, reducing the pressure in this encounter. A switch off play there from the Nigerian goalkeeper, plays it in onto the part of Bright Osai. Yes, Nigeria attacking. He should be releasing it to Bright Osai. Let's see what he would make out of that. And still Nigeria in possession of the ball. And that is Nigeria still attacking there, and finds Raphael Yedika. and switches play and finds his teammate Moses Simon. Moses Simon will hold on to the ball for Nigeria, drops it straight into the power on it. That was a chance. That would have been a goal.
Wow.
But Wilfred Ndidi couldn't direct his shot into the back of the net, but he went across his side netting with that shot. What a snapshot there from the Leicester player. Beautiful initiative from Moses Simon to release. He's not a striker though, so you can allow him that beautiful miss there. And yeah, we're straight into the 85th minute. 5 more minutes to go in regulation time. Nigeria hanging on to a slim lead, and not just Nigeria alone, even South Africa are currently hanging on to a slim lead, and there's a big chance for South Africa. It seems they've doubled their lead in that encounter against Benin Republic. Still 1-0 also in that one between Rwanda and Lesotho. Still 1-0 also in that one between Uganda and Guinea. In that qualifying matches are being played currently being played. Yes, South Africa, who has doubled their lead, a chance for Zimbabwe there, but easily gathered there by the Nigerian goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali. As it stands at the 82nd minute, it's South Africa 2, Benin 0. So right now, you don't have to depend on South Africa. Your fate is in your hand as it stands.
Yeah, Nigeria needs to at least get this win now, and at least 4 points behind South Africa. I think the next rounds of qualifier
so
will definitely take
Benin and South Africa.
Benin and South Africa, and that will be another interesting game. At least if you can get one over South Africa.
But is it possible to go to South Africa and get a victory over South Africa?
Of course, it's something that Nigeria have actually done before, and I believe we can do that. With the right motivation, we'll definitely get the result there.
I guess Nigeria attacking against South Africa, against Zimbabwe, right now, and in the middle of the park, lost possession, and the referee says that is an infringement against Ademola Lookman, and it's going to be a free kick to Zimbabwe. We are straight into the 86th minute. Barely 4 more minutes to go in this encounter, but Zimbabwe are coming all out against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. They did a comeback, a massive comeback against Benin Republic the last time out. They were losing 2-0, but came back in that game. And you can see Victor Osimhen, he looks gassed out.
Yeah, he looked gassed out, and I think the manager should sub him now and bring on probably another attacker. I just hope he's not injured as it stands now.
Let's say that is it. Victor Boniface will be replacing another Victor in this encounter. Is Victor Boniface will be thrown into this game to replace Victor Osimhen for the remaining 4 minutes of this encounter. Galatasaray will just be open. Is not injured.
Yeah, I just hope not just Galatasaray, every Nigerian to be open, because we enjoy seeing him on the field for Galatasaray or for Nigeria. Not seeing him playing regularly due to injuries. A worrying sign for Nigeria, and I think the manager needs to also at least remove what's his name now, Moses Simon, because we've had enough of him in this game. Let someone else come in.
Okay, bad luck to Rwanda there. They've conceded a goal to Lesotho, and Nigeria find themselves now in second position on the table as it stands right now. Nigeria currently sits second with how many points? Let me see, because if it ends this way for for Lesotho and Rwanda, Nigeria will be going straight to the second position. It's 87 minutes gone in that stadium. Nigeria game is currently approaching the 88th minute, and it's still 1-0 Nigeria lead. A spilled pass, a spilled touch there of the ball there, but Calvin Bassey will clear the line for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And here's Victor Boniface with his first touch on the ball there. It rolls out for a throw-in for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And it's the 88th minute. We'll call him the king of meme here in Nigeria. Ola Aina with the throwing for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Takes a long one there. Tries to play in Victor Boniface, but that will be getting to the Bayern Leverkusen striker. Another throw in there to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It looks like the manager is interested in making more substitutions. He's ready to kill the game right now. 89 minutes gone in the stadium. Here's a throw in from the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Tries to get a long one to Tolu Arokodare, but that will be getting straight to the Genk striker there. As Nigeria with a slim lead. Caught that goal from Victor Osimhen in the 74th minute. Zimbabwe coming out to attack against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Find himself caught inward with the ball. Good order play from the Super Eagles of Nigeria as they look to attack right now. Sends it back into the path of Tolu. but I made that run too early, and it's an offside call against the gangling Nigerian striker, and it's going to be a free kick to Zimbabwe. 8 or 9 minutes gone at the Gossip Akpabio Stadium. Nigeria leads. This is not offside, for Christ's sake. There's a need for VR in Africa. I don't know what the linesman saw there. Yes, 89 minutes gone in that encounter. Zimbabwe coming forward to attack against Nigeria, and Nigeria regains possession. Referee allows players to continue attack and go forward right now. But it looks like the Nigerians are interested in slowing the pace of the game. They are not in a hurry to attack against the Zimbabweans right now. Wilfred Ndidi on the ball there, just to go back to the goalkeeper, Stanley Nwabali. Nwabali will on to the ball. What will he make out of that? Goes out wide and finds Ola Aino, who I think he might just be the man of the match in this encounter. Ola Aino finds Moses Simon, returns back to Ola Aino, and the long one tries to play 1-2 back with Moses Simon, but that was a wayward touch there from Ola Aino. We're straight into the 90th minute of this encounter, and it's still 1-0 Nigeria currently leading against Zimbabwe. Rwanda against Lesotho is currently 1-1, while South Africa are runaway leader winners, if I'm not mistaken right now, if it's not too early to call them the winners in that game, because they currently lead away from home 2-0 against Benin Republic. And yes, Zimbabwe coming for one of their last attack in this game, looking to salvage and get a point against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It might just be a chance for them to set the cross, and with that beautiful moment, here's a chance for them, and that is the equalizer. Late into this encounter. Zimbabwe are back in this one. What a goal from Zimbabwe against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Beautiful moment, a beautiful touch, and what a goal, what a response from Zimbabwe. And you can see the Nigerian bench asking themselves the questions: how do we allow that? And what a goal from Zimbabwe against the Super Eagles. And it's all back to how it started. Nigeria 1, Zimbabwe 1 right now.
Yeah, and I think we're beginning to see, similar things that we've been seeing in the past with Nigeria, going ahead and, losing, sometimes even losing the match, because we saw it against, I think it should be Rwanda in the qualifying match for the African Cup of Nations. Nigeria took the lead in the second half, and we surrender, the lead, and also, lose the 3 point, but this is definitely, a worrying call for Nigeria, and this could be
really disappointing from the Super Eagles. Really disappointing there. Look at that moment. What was Bright Osai thinking? Look at the play. What about the goalkeeper? What was that? What was that from the goalkeeper? Even the
no, I don't think that's goalkeeper.